welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, then a big huge welcome to you. This is the third time that I filmed this video because I was focusing on epilepsy and shopping, which I have touched previously, but it occurred to me that I was missing a point, so I thought I would just rewind and start it again. So my first video for National Epilepsy Awareness Week is going to be about epilepsy and lights. I was thinking about it as I was doing my second attempt to film this video, and I realised that whilst I was talking about lights, I was thinking of just one of these lights. And to be honest, it's not just one type of lights that affect me, there is more than one. So I thought I would just talk a little bit about that. And we'll just see how we go, really, to be honest. I will try not make it as boring as I can, because I know I don't want to make this video too long, but I will try and keep it short and sweet as much as possible. So without further ado, let's get right down into the video. When we tend to think about bright lights, the first thing that people who are epileptic tend to think is seizures, and sometimes with bright lights it can cause someone with epilepsy just to go a little bit oozy, a little bit emotionally drained, aka tired. Oh, hello Freddy. If you could see behind me, my dog Freddy is actually sleeping, trying to keep cool from the heat, and he's been up there for quite a while, so don't worry, he's gonna chillax for a little bit. Aren't you? Oh, he's falling down. He's down. You comfortable there, baby? Aww. Anyway, like I was saying before, when it comes to bright lights and epilepsy, some people with epilepsy tend to find lights a bit too bright for them, and these can cause tiredness, aka emotionally drained, migraines or seizures, and sometimes these lights can be very tricky devils, and I know through my own experience I have came across a few of them, and I haven't really had a seizure from bright still lights, and I hope I never will, touch wood, but I have been emotionally drained from the lights, and I have had a few migraines, but the head migraines happen only occasionally. Before I was diagnosed with epilepsy, I knew that there was something wrong inside my brain, and the bright lights tend to be the biggest issue. Most people on the autistic spectrum find bright lights very tricky, but for me, since I'm both autistic and epileptic, it could be twice as worse, sometimes triple, especially when I'm feeling under the weather, and that could be due to either tiredness or illness or just feeling absolutely down. Normally I tend to get seizures when I'm feeling very, very tired, and when I look at the bright lights, whether it's in a shopping centre / mall or on the London Underground, sometimes the lights can actually affect my brain a lot. And to point this out as an example, I try to imagine my brain as a battery that you have on your iPhone. So before I see a bright light, I can go from 100% just to all the way down to 20 to 0%. And it really depends how bright the lights are. And how it happens is pretty bit complicated to explain, but it's something that is completely easy for me to spot. And speaking of spots, that's what I tend to see whenever I'm talking about or thinking about it in my mind. When it comes to bright lights, I tend to think of little black spots, and although you really cannot see them in my eyes, I tend to normally see little tiny dots inside my vision. This is something that you cannot look into a mirror, but rather than inside your own body, and these tend to normally happen inside the brain, and normally I would get these black spots just as little big blobs, or sometimes joint ones together, and these tend to happen whenever I'm under a light or looking up at a light. This is something I cannot really control, and luckily this isn't seizure related, but it's tiredness related, and whenever I think about them, I tend to see them popping up all over the place. Even even talking about them is making me see them right now. And although I haven't got bright lights with me, well, except for the sun, I'm starting to feel a little bit tired at the moment. And that's why during the videos, I tend to stumble and mumble a lot because I feel emotionally drained. And this is something that's really not helpful at all. I know that in the UK we have autism friendly shops where the lights are dimmed down completely, but what I am interested to know is that do they have the same version like that for epileptics? Because this is something that I really want to see, but I don't really know yet. I always could go to an autistic friendly shopping centre, but I tend to shop more than an hour because I love to go shopping. Just typical old me. So there's no way I can actually go into a shopping mall or a centre just under or up to an hour. I will try to find other methods to use them as well, but I'm just going to try and experiment with stuff and see how we go. So until then, I will keep my fingers crossed. I'm going to be drawing this video to a close because I know that my mum and dad have been calling me for dinner for a long period of time, and I know I cannot keep waiting, otherwise Izzy's gonna get my food. And if you don't know who Izzy is, she's my other constant companion. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that. So until then, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. And until then, keep on dreaming and never stop believing. I'll see you very soon. Well, in fact, I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.